Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Yo, yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 954, primarily in a row. My name's Rob. Happy that you're here. Honored and humbled that you keep coming back like for reals. Hey, the date, 6/2/21. It's somebody's birthday. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday. It's a hump day. Hump day. That's for you, Barb. That one felt good. Booch, you get a little bit of that. You too, Hammer. It's a work day. We got work to do, so let's do it. First thing first, still the realist. My daily affirmation is that I am, in fact, a history lover. I tell my kids this all the time. I am turning into a dork, like just quickly. I want to learn about history. I want to play in my garden. I got issues, and I love it. On to our real talk of the day. Apply your own advice. Apply the advice that you'd give somebody else when you're going through a tough situation. I was talking to somebody yesterday. They were just lamenting something's going on in their life. And I'm not really sure what. I'm like, yeah, you do. You know what to do. We always know what to do. Most of the time, what we need to do in a situation is simple, but it's not easy. But for whatever, we're standing in our own way. Just apply your own advice. Think about what would you tell your kid, your son, your daughter. What would you tell your friend? What would you tell a coworker? What would you tell an employee? If somebody came to you and said, hey, here's the problem that I'm having, that I have in front of me. What do you think I ought to do, right? And hopefully the first question they ask you is, what do you think you ought to do, right? But apply your own advice. Flip it around and say, if somebody else brought this problem to me, what would I tell them to do? And then apply it, right? Understanding, simple, not easy. Daily reminders, be aware, right? I was watching this this week. I'm watching this thing, The Titans That Shaped America, and just be aware that there are people that that are different than you, and they'd like to keep separation between you and them, right? And this is not a new thing. This is you have this throughout history. Hitler, you had you've got some very well-to-do people that would prefer to keep themselves, like a different society for the ultra-rich and powerful, and then the rest of us, just be aware, right? It is what it is. And so what I always say is like, let's find a way to beat them at their game, right? Just, all right, fine. We don't get to make the rules around here. We get to vote, and hopefully the people we vote into power make good rules. But if they don't, we don't have a choice. We just have to figure it out. We just have to win anyway. Be aware that there's always going to be people who are going to try and stack the deck in their favor so that they protect their winning, right? Cowards, right? Be present. I was watching this other thing about Mike Tyson last night, and just seeing who he's become as a person. I'm talking about being present, being a good dad. He's like, there's nothing. Every day you wake up, that's an accomplishment. You're alive, right? Be present. Enjoy your life, right? And it's funny how we see all of these examples of people going full circle, right? Like Mike Tyson, baddest man on the planet, completely miserable, all right? Here he is now living this, by his standards compared to where he was, this very moderate lifestyle. And he's like, man, I couldn't be happier. I thought I wanted all that stuff. What I wanted is I wanted to be a boxer. I didn't want all the stuff that came with it. Enjoy your life. Be present. And if you are struggling with enjoying your life, like we talk about on Thank Yous Thursdays, maybe you start writing things down. And be real with yourself, right? As you're thinking about what advice you give yourself, like when you see the things that you're stuck on, the things you are like, what advice would you give yourself? And be honest, right? It's a blind spot for a reason, right? If we continue to do the same things, we don't even realize. If somebody comes tells us, don't attack the messenger, be real with yourself. Let's do our thank yous. We're done for the day. God is good. God's been very good to me, my family. Hell, he gave me Hardy. Remaking this song, Blurry. I love that. Thankful for my life, right? There are times that I wonder, I'm like, does everybody else, and I know that everybody doesn't see the world the same way I do, but it's like I just find these things that just seem to be perfect for me. Thankful for my life, right? You should be thankful for yours too. Thankful for the History Channel, their commitment to tell the truth about history, the good and the bad of it, right? Thankful for the advice that others give me, the advice that I give myself, the advice that's readily available for all of us out there on the internet. I'm thankful for the internet, right? We see things changing drastically in our world right now, and it's because we're connected. People can't hide, right? Thankful for basketball, for Sam. I was thinking about going to see him play yesterday. Decided to stay here and get some work done. I may do it this afternoon, but nonetheless, I'm thankful that he's playing. He was super excited. They played 3 games yesterday. By his count, he scored over 20 points over those 3 games and was one of the 3 best players on the team during every game. So I might have to go check that out. You know what else I'm thankful for? Y'all. With that, we're done. Hands up, peace out. We're better together. Appreciate you stopping by on a hump day. Hump day. Make sure you come back tomorrow on a Thank Yous Thursday. We'll talk about how important it is for you to be thankful if you want to live a great life. Deuces. # Real Talk. Love you guys. See ya.